Hello everyone. I am Andrew Dornan, also known as the 12th Kind here on YouTube, and today is an update for the channel. Um, if you've noticed, there's been a significant lack of updates in a while. Also, you may have noticed that the microphone quality is very different. It's because I am home for spring break, and I did not pack my microphone so you get to hear me all unfiltered and completely terribly. That's brilliant. I did kind of do one of these before, not too long ago. Episode 11 of Lego City Undercover is kind of this, but not really. I wanted to make a dedicated video that says, this is what's going on. Watch this video if you want some channel updates. So what's been going on? Well, like I said, I am home for spring break. I did not pack my Wii U because most of the stuff that I bring home I don't take back with me, which is just kind of something that is a fact of what's going on right now. That's not exactly what I was going for, but basically I'm doing like a slow move out across the semester where I just take as much stuff home as possible, like every time I go on a trip, just so that way I don't have to take as much stuff home at the end of finals all the way in May. So, didn't bring my Wii U with me, and Star Trek Conquest is a Wii game, but the save file's on the Wii U, so there's a problem where I cannot necessarily take it home with me because there's I wouldn't have the save file. But yeah. Let's see. I did. This is actually my second take. I did do a recording right before this, but Filmora crashed, which is unfortunate. But it's whatever. Let's see. I mentioned live streaming in episode 11, and that's definitely something that I want to do more frequently. But there's also the problem with Lego City Undercover and Star Trek Conquest, and that's those kind of take a while to produce. And what I was thinking is I could live stream those at the dorm, or here's the other thing: the quality would be worse, but I could just set up my live stream and do a series of test recordings wherein I just go through the game, and it's part of the official Let's Play, but it looks like it's set up for a live stream. There's that. Alternatively, I could just make the episodes a lot longer, and by doing so, we would get through the game in a single setting. Because a thing about me doing the Let's Plays is I have to take my computer and I have to take my microphone and just about everything, really, and move it over to the other side of the dorm, the other side of my room, where the TV and the console is. And it's a very cumbersome process, and it definitely takes a long time. And also, between the episodes, the 30-minute episodes, there's about 5 to 8 minutes of just rendering the commentary file and transferring footage from a USB stick to the external hard drive, and it all just takes a really long process on top of editing. And so, you know, so like I said, there's many different ways this could go. Is, you know, for my hour and a half recording sessions, I could just continuously record that hour and a half and upload those hour and a half episodes. Means that the number of episodes would in the series would go down, and it would also mean that potentially viewer drop off could happen a lot more frequently. But I feel like if I want to get Lego City done with in a timely manner, because even though it's a fun game, um, you know, I can't really do Let's Plays. I am a student worker at my university, and my hours, I basically set my own hours. I go in whenever, and I work up to 8 hours, and and then I go home. And you know, that's nice and all, but like sometimes, you know, the fact that, you know, I have to, you know, the fact that I feel like I have to do a Let's Plays means that like on a Monday or Friday, that's all I do is I sit down and I record for several hours, and I edit for several hours and just try to get as much done as possible. And it all amounts to like 3 episodes of Lego City Undercover and 3 episodes of Star Trek Conquest, because of how much time is needed to make those videos. Because my computer is not the fastest in the world, it means that just the rendering times is just the rendering and the exporting times are just horrendous. And so like a single episode of Lego City Undercover could take, you know, upwards of like 5 to 6 hours, and it's kind of crazy. And I wish that the process was a lot shorter, but unfortunately that's the case. Another alternative to getting Lego City Undercover done is I could, in theory, take my Dazzle back with me to the dorm and just live stream. I think I mentioned that. I'm not sure. It's been you gotta bear with me. It's been a terrible week. Just because of all the stuff that's going on, so bear with me if I repeat stuff. But there's that. There's also I know I mentioned my Patreon a lot, and right now, and I am working really hard to get as much money as possible for college. I really try pushing that, and it's because, you know, supporting me on Patreon definitely helps out a lot, even if it's, you know, just, you know, even if it's not one of the tiers that get you anything, like a specific, like a $1 Patreon thing, like that's still helpful. Like that's, you know, that still like helps me go, okay, yeah, people are interested in what I do, and it means that theoretically I could keep making some content. I would, you know, still have my day job, but at least it would be nice to know that, you know, people are out there that enjoy this content and want to support it and want to see more of it get created. So yeah, there's that. There's a whole lot of stuff. The reason why I would be Twitch streaming more often is just because, one, I feel like Twitch in general is just a better platform than YouTubers. It's easier to interact with your viewers. because it is a chat room for the live streams, and so you can be like, you can more or less interact with them in real time. And so, you know, if someone asks a question about a game, I could answer it, you know, right then and there. And you know, it's just, it'd be one of those things where it's like, it'd be nice to do Twitch streaming more often. In the event that I don't remember to take my art camera webcam thing back with me, then I would just do a lot of game streams. But yeah, so there's that. Also, there's if you go to my Patreon just to look around, you may notice that I've added some more stretch goals. There's a on top of the $25 a month goal, there's also a $125 a month and a $300 a month goal. So if you want to take a look at those and see what meeting those goals would mean for like the channel or for, you know, backers, then you can head over on patreon.com / the 12th kind. There's a link in the description for that, and check it out there. Let's see. Is there anything more? This is very unscripted, if you couldn't tell. Even though I had pretty much everything already said, I'm just trying to remember it all. But I think that does it for now.